Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on a Gemini Jets China Eastern Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. This is my second China Eastern Airlines model that I purchased from Troy's Toys, whose store is based out of Overland Park, Kansas, and his website address is www.troystoysinc.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular model, allow me to share you some information about the history of China Eastern Airlines, if you would please. China Eastern Airlines was established on June 25, 1988 under the Civil Aviation Administration of China, as China Eastern Airlines is China's second largest airline carrier based on the number of passengers carried. Whereas the headquarters of China Eastern Airlines, along with one of its major primary hubs, is located on the grounds of Shanghai-Hongqiao International Airport, which is located in the Chang'an District section of Shanghai, China, whereas the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Shanghai Pudong International Airport, which is located approximately 19 miles east of the city center in the Shanghai District section of Pudong. And the secondary hubs of China Eastern Airlines are located at Beijing Capital International Airport, located in Beijing, China, Kunming International Airport, located in Kunming, China, Xianyang International Airport, located in Xianyang, China, and Qingdao Luting International Airport, located in Qingdao, China. And the focus cities are located at Guangzhou Binyu International Airport, located in Changzhou, China, Chengdu Shuangliu International Airport, located in Shuangliu, Wuhoqi District, China, Guangzhou Beiyang International Airport, located in Guangzhou, China, Hangzhou International Airport, located in Shaoshan District, China, Hefei Xingjiao International Airport, located in Fuxi County, China, Banzhou International Airport, located in Banzhou, China, Niachang Changbai International Airport, located in Niachang, China, Beijing Lukou International Airport, located in Lukou, Hainan District, China, Ningbo Lish International Airport, located in Ningbo, China, Zhejiang Jiabing International Airport, located in Jinshanpu Town, Jibang County, China, Taiwan Washu International Airport, located in Taiyuan, Shaanxi Province, China, Wuhan Tianyi International Airport, located in Guangpi District, China, and Hong Kong International Airport, located in Hong Kong. As of October 2018, or at the time of this video review posting, China Eastern Airlines currently flies to 217 destinations across Asia, Oceania, Africa, Europe, and North America, with the operating fleet of 513 aircraft. That includes 140 Boeing 737s, in which 37 of those are the Boeing 737-700s, 100 of those are the Boeing 737-800s, and the remaining 3 are the next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8s. And in addition to the 513 aircraft that currently operates in the China Eastern fleet, the airline also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 177 aircraft. That includes 14 Boeing 737-800s and 49 of the next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8s. And those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. Another thing I want to add to, at the time of this video review post, this aircraft has been grounded until further notice. Also, as of October 2018, or at the time of this video review posting, China Eastern Airlines currently operates as a certified 3-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Boeing customer code for China Eastern Airlines is 9P. Alright everyone, we're going to take a look at the front of the box. You see here, when you see at the top here, you see the Gemini 200 engraved gold decal, you see the airline's logo, you see the Chinese inscripted writing, as well as the China Eastern title there in English, the computer generated picture of the aircraft type, the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model, as well as the item number information at the lower part of the box. Now you're looking at the back of the box, where you see the engraved Gemini 200 gold decal, as well as the rest of the Gemini Jets information. You see the Facebook social media page information, as well as the Boeing official licensed product decals on the lower part on the left side of the back of the box. Now you're looking at the top of the box where you see the Gemini 200 engraved gold decal, as well as the warning information at the top of the box. Now you're looking at the bottom box, which is a flap. I'll show you that momentarily. That little button there, I'll show you that momentarily. But what you see there is the Gemini 200 in gold grade decal, as well as their website information, which is www.GeminiJets.com. You can also go to their website and see if it's a model you might be particularly interested in. All right. Now you're looking at the left side of the box where you see the engraved Gemini 200 gold decal, the 1/200 scale diecast model information. And on the right side of that left side of the box, you see the computer generated picture of the aircraft type, as well as the item number information. Now you're looking at the right side of the box, the same information on the left side of the box I showed you earlier on. Okay. Now you're looking at the front of the box, and the reason you're looking at the front of the box, I got to lay down on the table here. Remember the flat part I showed you there? Now I'm going to flip that up and let you see inside the box. And what you see there is the tripod stand. Like I said, I'm done with them. I will not do another model review with that tripod stand. I think they're totally garbage, but I digress. But what you see there is the padding that covering up the model. So with that said, I'm going to take that padding and let you see the model inside of the packaging box. Check it out. Now, after I took the foam off there, this is the model inside of the packaging box. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. Okay. All right, this is the alternative model stand that I purchased separately. And it does fit the 737 MAX 8 model, so you won't have no problem with that. But the only thing missing there is the black padding there. That's the only concern there, but there shouldn't be no issue with that, okay? It sure beats that tripod stand. That's for doggone sure. Alright, with all that information out of the way about the history of China Eastern Airlines and how they came into existence and flying strongly as we speak almost 30 years later, all the details here on this box, plus the packaging, plus the alternative model stand that I'll be doing a review with. And since this particular model does not have gear replacement doors, with no further ado, here is the model out of the packaging box. Check it out. There it is, everyone. Gemini Jets, China Eastern Airlines, Boeing 737 MAX 8 in a 1/200 scale model in their current livery scheme. Now, allow me to share some information about the China Eastern Airlines next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8 and how it became part of their fleet. Shanghai-based China Eastern Airlines became the 14th airline carrier that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as China Eastern Airlines took delivery of its first of 52 of the next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8s that China Eastern Airlines had placed orders for back on June 17, 2014, and received their very first next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft, which bears the registration ship number B-1383, which is this aircraft here you're seeing here, on December 5th, 2017, becoming the 5th Chinese carrier after Air China, Hainan Airlines, Shanghai Airlines, and China Southern respectively to operate this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft. Whereas the airline's first inaugural flight on this brand new state-of-the-art aircraft took place on December 28, 2017, when it flew from Kunming International Airport in Kunming, China to Vilana International Airport in Malé, Maldives. Then this aircraft was eventually deployed into commercial service on flights from Kunming, China to Jiaxing, China, and Shanghai, Hongqiao, and from Beijing capital to Chengdu, China shortly thereafter, as Shanghai, Hongqiao, Shanghai, Pudong, Beijing capital, Kunming, Changshuo, Xi'an, Xianyang, and Qingdao will more than likely become the gateway bases for this aircraft type, with the lion's share of the next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8 will operate mostly out of their main hubs at Shanghai Hongqiao International Airport and Shanghai Pudong International Airport respectively, as China Eastern Airlines expects to have all 52 of their next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8s fully operating in their fleet by the end of 2020. Now let's talk about this livery scheme here, okay? On September 9, 2014, at a lavish ceremony that was held in Shanghai, China, Chinese flag carrier China Eastern Airlines decided to embark on the next phase of its evolution process as a global airline carrier when the airline decided to unveil their new corporate identity, which included a new livery makeover and a new logo that features the shape of a swallow motif consisting of the two capital letters C and E you see back there. There and there. which represents the carrier's name, which can also be visible in the flying swallow. And despite the livery makeover, the airline has kept the swallow as the core element of the logo along the red and blue colors. This is the first time that the airline has actually changed its livery scheme since its inception in 1988, as the first aircraft that began sporting the new livery look was a Boeing 777-300ER, which bears the registration ship number B-2001, which I already did a review on that one, as this livery design was selected from a total of 56 finalists, as the airline expects to have its entire fleet painted in its current livery design look by the end of 2019. The airline's current livery design look, as well as the airline's logo design, was created and designed by the Chinese brand consultancy firm Jibang, whose global headquarters is located in Beijing, China. So, with all that information out of the way, let's get down to business and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start at the front / left side of the port of the aircraft here. We're going to see the nose gears here, the nose gear door with the partial registration ship number on it, 1383. You see the pitot tube and the stag ports, what have you, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, as well as the cockpit windows. And then right underneath that Sky Team decal right there, you see the Boeing 737-MAX8 decal. The Chinese flag carrier, China Eastern Airlines, actually became the 5th airline carrier that's based out of mainland China after Air China, Hainan Airlines, Shanghai Airlines, and China Southern Airlines respectively, that acquired the next generation Boeing 737-MAX8 aircraft to add to its fleet, receiving their very first aircraft of its type that bear the registration ship number B1383, which is this aircraft here, on December 5th, 2017, as the Chinese-based carrier has ordered a total of 52 of the next generation Boeing 737-MAX8 aircraft to add to its fleet, and at the time of this video review posting, only 3 are currently operating in service, while the remaining 49 are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. And also at the time of this video review posting, this aircraft has been grounded, as I mentioned earlier, until further notice. Now, right above the Boeing 737-MAX8 decal I just showed you earlier, and right beside the cockpit windows as well as the L1 door, you see the Sky Team decal on this side as well as right there as well. China Eastern Airlines became the 14th member to join the Sky Team Alliance on June 21st, 2011, which consists of 20 airline members from 5 inhabited continents, and this alliance includes Aero Mexico, Air France, Delta, and Korean Air as the 4 founding members. And then you see the Chinese inscripted writing right there up there above the windows here. The Chinese inscripted writing that's actually displayed on the fuselage of the aircraft literally means China Eastern Airlines, inscripted in simplified Chinese. And I'm going to let you see the Chinese in English as well. Check it out. Alright, you see the China Eastern title in English as well as the China Eastern title right there, inscripted in simplified Chinese. Alright, we're still on the port side of the aircraft. We see the landing bogey gears here, as well as the landing gear doors. But more important, you see this nice little massive engine right there. And these are the CFMI LEAP, which stands for Leading Edge Aviation Propulsion -1B type engines that are used on this particular China Eastern Airlines next generation Boeing 737-MAX8 aircraft. And you also see the engine cones right there, and as well as the sawtooth pattern on the engines right there. The purpose of the sawtooth pattern is for 2 reasons: for noise reduction and help improve fuel efficiency at the same time. So I'm going to turn this aircraft model around, let you see the front end, the engines, and the turbofan blades do spin. Check it out. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port side. We see the engine stripes right there, and the turbofan blades do spin. Check it out. Oh, great. Awesome. Then you got a better visual view of the inboard landing lights right there, as well as the front view of the landing bogey gears here on the port side. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft. You got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose cone, the nose gears, the nose gear door, as well as the landing gear lights inside the nose gear doors. Alright. Now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard side, featuring the engine stripes right there, and the turbofan blades do spin over here as well. Perfect. And then you see the inboard landing lights right here on this side, as well as the front view of the landing bogey gears here on the starboard side. All right, we're still on the port side of the aircraft where you see the red navigation light right there next to that wingtip device. And this wingtip device, these newly advanced high-tech wingtip devices are actually called a split-tip winglet. And the purpose of this wingtip device is to maximize lift and improve aerodynamics and fuel efficiency at the same time. The newly advanced split-tip winglet is 9 feet 6 inches high, and it actually resembles that of a three-way hybrid between a blended winglet, a wingtip fix, and a rake wingtip. Okay? Very impressive. And then you see the airline's logo displayed there on the this split tip wingtip device there. This is the logo for China Eastern Airlines, which actually resembles that of a swallow motif. And a swallow is actually a small passerine migrant type of bird that can actually be spotted and seen on every continent except Antarctica, as the swallow's red head and wings stand for the sunrise right there in the east, which symbolizes hope, excellence, and passion, while the bird's blue colored tail, which is this right here, means to be tolerant to diversity, as this logo is used to represent the carrier's various, inclusive, and logical service. Even the letters of China Eastern Airlines, C and E, can also be visible in the flying swallow. You see that? C and E, okay? As the airline decided to keep the swallow as its logo because it is believed that the bird can actually bring hope, good luck, and fortune with it, as this migrant bird traditionally leaves the Chinese region in the fall and comes back in the spring, as this logo can also be seen inside of the split tip winglet. All right, I'm about to show you that now. There, as well as on the tail fin of the aircraft. Check it out. There it is, everyone. Awesome. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the registration ship number right above the windows and by the L4 door. Registration ship number B-1383. Registration ship number B-1383. This aircraft is the very first next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8 that entered the fleet of China Eastern Airlines, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on November 16, 2017, and was delivered to China Eastern Airlines on December 5, 2017. Oh shoot. Alright everyone, sorry about that, little bump against the camera there, but you're looking at the tail fin of the aircraft once again, where you see the airline's logo, which is a swallow motif, and considers the airline's letters C and E, which is be right here and right there. Okay. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, where you see the APU exhaust right here. It ain't no hole there, it's just painted there. But if you don't know what APU stands for, it stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. And right by the APU exhaust hole right here, that is the strobe light, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Check it out. There it is, the entire aircraft from the rear view angle, featuring the split tip wingers on this side, as well as on this side as well. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the nose gears, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number 1383. You see the pitot tubes and the static ports, what have you. You see the nose cone, the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the Sky Team decal, as well as the Boeing 737 MAX 8 decal right there. The front bolt bin door, as well as the Chinese inscripted writing, which means China Eastern Airlines, you see right here. Now you're looking at the CFMI-LEAP leading edge aviation propulsion -1B type engines here on the starboard side. You see the sawtooth pattern right here on the engine, which I told you that it means for fuel efficiency and noise reduction purposes. And then you see the engine cones right there, as well as the landing bogey gear and the landing bogey gear door on the starboard side. Now you're looking at the green navigation light here on the starboard side, including the split tip winglet, as well as the airline's logo displayed on the split tip winglet. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here, where you see the rear bolt bin door, the registration ship number above the windows, as well as the airline's logo on the tail fin of the aircraft here on the starboard side. There, as well as the strobe light right there next to the APU exhaust here on the starboard side. Now, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears, which on this model they roll pretty good. It tilts. But the only downside on this aircraft model, the nose gear here does not swivel. That's the only downside there. But other than that, with that said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at this aircraft from the aerial bird's eye view, where you can see the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the SkyTeam decal on both sides. You see the emergency escape hatch doors right there. And then you see the China Eastern titles inscripted in simplified Chinese on both sides, as well as the China Eastern titles in English. And then you see the anti-collision beacon light right there, another high frequency antenna, the ADF antenna in 3D, and then you slide up this way, another antenna. You got two more emergency escape hatch doors right there. You see the registration ship number on both sides, the tail, as well as the horizontal stabilizer. You see the little dot right there, as well as over here as well. That little dot is called the illuminator light, and the purpose of that illuminator light is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings, folks. You see the wing walkway, you see the engines, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. You see the registration ship number on there. The upper part of the split tip winglet featuring the airline's logo. And then you come over this way, the wing walkway over here, the engines, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers. You also see the title China Eastern inscripted in simplified Chinese there. And then you come over here to the upper part of the split tip winglet, as well as the airline's logo on this side here as well. Now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, where you see the nose cone, the nose gears right there, nose gear door. And then you come up here, you see the front cargo boat bin door. See the hole where the stand goes in at, the anti-collision beacon light, the Gemini Jets title, the rear boat bin door, the pressure relief valve, another antenna, and that little bumper there, that's called the tail skid bumper. And the purpose of that tail skid bumper, everyone, is to prevent the aircraft from being damaged when it takes off and land. And then you see the APU housing doors, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Then we come over here, see the gears right here. You see the engines, as well as the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers underneath here, the registration ship number, as well as the lower part of the split tip wing. Then we come over here. Then you see the gears there, the engines, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, the airline's name in simplified Chinese, as well as the lower split tip winglet on this side of the aircraft as well. Now, since I'll show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that alternative stand that I'm substitute for the actual tripod stand that came with the model. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. Alright, finally got on this alternative stand with no problem, no hesitation. It's like it's holding on pretty good on with that alternative stand there, which is impressive. And you see in this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position on the port side. Now you look at the front of the aircraft in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand. Now you're seeing this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position here on the starboard side, with the model being displayed on the alternative model stand. Now you're seeing this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position with the model on stand from the tail cam angle. Awesome. Now, since this particular model does not have the gear replacement doors like the regular 737s, I'm going to go ahead and take this off the stand and go ahead and wrap up this model review, okay? Now, let's talk about the seating configuration. The China Eastern Airlines next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8 seats 176 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from row 6 to 7, which will be from here to about right here. You have 8 business class seats in rows 31 to 33, which will be from here to about right here. You have an additional 18 super economy class seats in rows 34 to 57, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 150 economy class seats, which brings a total of 176 seats. And finally, in addition to Malay, Shenzhen, Shanghai, Hangzhou, and Chengdu respectively as the inaugural startup destinations from Kunming and Beijing capital respectively, China Eastern Airlines currently operates their next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8s on routes from Xianyang to Kunming, Xianyang, Dongsheng to Harbin and Kunming, from Beijing capital to Chengdu and Kunming, and from Kunming to Beijing capital, Shenzhen, Dongsheng, Xi'an, and Xianyang. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it. It's still available for purchase. I highly recommend it. If you like the 777, you'll definitely like this as well. So with that said, please take care. God bless. Rate, subscribe, and comment. That'll do it for me. Stay tuned for the next one.